Please be seated. Thank you. Montclair State University was founded in 1908, and for the past 103 years, this institution has made available the possibility of a superb education to students who have demonstrated the potential for high achievement and who have shown the diligence in the pursuit of their education and who have high aspirations for using their education to benefit society. There were 45 students in the first graduating class. A half century ago, in 1961, there were 539 graduates, and we are joined in our celebration today by 26 of those graduates who are marking their 50th graduation anniversary. I would like to ask the members of the class of 1961 to stand and be recognized. Class of 1961, welcome back to Montclair State. Thank you. At today's ceremony, we will be conferring degrees on a few more people than we did half a century ago. Today, we confer 3,931 degrees. The largest class in the university's history. All told, in its first 103 years, Montclair State has granted 119,989 degrees. The vast majority of those students have been the first in their families to earn a college degree, and we have sent them out into the world just as we are today, sending all of you out into the world to work hard, to pursue advanced study, and to have distinguished careers in medicine and health professions, in science and law, business, the arts, and education. Standing, as we do, on the threshold of the university's second century, we can see clearly that everything is now and always has been about possibilities. The possibilities represented by you, the possibilities of the science you will do, the businesses you will create, the children you will teach, and the music you will make, and the possibilities of the hundreds of thousands of students who will follow in your footsteps over the years to come. And this journey is now and always has been about expectations. The expectations that your families have had for you, that we have had for you, and the expectations that you will now have for yourselves. Just imagine the impact you could have on the state, the nation, and the world. Public higher education and institutions such as Montclair State University are the critical enablers of American democracy. There cannot be a free society or a just society or a prosperous society where that society does not provide for the education of its people. The role of a responsible and contributing citizen in a democracy is a difficult and complex one, and it takes preparation and it takes education. You have had the privilege of that education, a privilege denied to many in this world, and you and your families and we in this university have worked hard to make that privilege possible for you. And now, you must let nothing stand between you and your future, for we will be expecting to find each and every one of you in the years to come in all those places where well-educated and dedicated people are working toward the progress of society and the well-being of people. And now, before we proceed with this ceremony, I would like to take a moment, for all of us to take a moment, to think of your fellow students who have been called away from their studies this year to serve overseas in the armed forces. And we say here the names of Justin Ayat and Amanda Kuchta. We will look forward to their safe return to Montclair State and their opportunity to stand where you stand today. I would also like us to pause for a moment to remember 5 of your fellow students whose lives were cut short and who will never have the chance to stand where you stand today. Please remember with me John Bukowick, Andrew Grosgal, Erica Panks, Damian Yutkowitz, Joseph Wilczewski, and Kate Russell. And now it is time to celebrate. And to help us do that, a number of special guests have joined us on the platform. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished honorary degree recipients, Raul de Molina, Warren Farrell, and John Riordan. I would ask the members of our Board of Trustees to rise and remain standing as I call their names. Rose Calley, Francis Cuss, George Hiltzik, Douglas Kennedy, Thomas McGuire, John McGoldrick, Christine Padilla, Preston Pinkett, Louis Castano, and Jonathan Aronoff, our student trustees, and John Luttrop, the faculty representative to the board. You may be seated. Joining us today to celebrate your achievements are members of the State Assembly. It is my pleasure to recognize Assemblywoman Joan M. Voss, an alumna of Montclair State, and Assemblywoman Elise Evans. Also joining us today from Montclair Township is Mayor Jerry Freed. Seated on the platform are your student government representatives, President Christopher Kozinski, Vice President Jared Shabab, Treasurer Aaron Bumbry, and Secretary Kristen Marie Chapman. I would ask members of the university's Foundation Board and Alumni Association to please stand and remain standing as I call your names. Keith Ansbacher, Barry Bernstein, Evan Childs, Greg Collins, Sandra Collins, Melissa DeFeo, Audrey Leaf, and James Wassel. Thank you. And lastly, I wish to recognize Evelise Nunez. Evelise is a bus driver with the university's Facilities Service Department. She is here today representing the staff of Montclair State who serve our students all year round, from academic advising to grounds and physical plant, from the bursar to the registrar. I would also like to acknowledge the many staff who have volunteered today as ushers, marshals, greeters, and coordinators. MSU staff, wherever you are throughout the arena, please rise and be recognized. Thank you.